Some dispositions I have that I think would make me a successful teacher include high expectations, where not only do I want my students to succeed and meet the standards that are given to them by the state, but I also recognize them as individuals with unique goals that they should set, make, and even exceed with my help. And with respect to the diversity of others, I've always felt that not only should I recognize that everyone is different, but that everyone deserves the respect that I should get. And not only do I realize that my students are different from me, but that my students are different from each other. And so lesson plans need that self-reflection, and that students should see themselves as well as see other people and other points of view. And so with fairness, I've always figured that to be fair, you don't give everyone the same thing so much as giving everyone what they need in order to get to the same place. So as a teacher, I'd be willing to give students whatever they need so that they can all succeed. So with curiosity and dedication, I love the subjects that I would be willing to teach, and I've always loved to learn, and I'd like to give my students that same passion. And so I make sure that my students not only learn what they're supposed to learn, but they learn more than that. They question what they're learning, they try to make their own connections, and even learn outside of the classroom. And I love to encourage that as a teacher. And I think the best way to show that is to be dedicated to what I'm doing and to show up every day and have a passion for teaching and to be excited. Because if the student sees that I care, then they're more likely to care. And then with honesty and compassion, I feel that those two go together, because if you're honest and you're open with your students and you're telling them why they're there and why they're learning what they're learning, then they'll be most likely more willing to learn. And it's the same with being compassionate, where if you're open to students and you're kind to them and you're friendly and you genuinely care about them, then with these two traits, they're more willing to approach you, and they're more willing to ask questions, and they're more willing to make sure that they have an understanding and that they are learning. And I think that's important. And then some dispositions that I would need to work on. Professional conduct. This is more of like a housekeeping kind of thing, where I know that a professional it's just like any other job, where you need to dress to impress, you need to look good, you need to be well manicured, you need to be on your best behavior, as in acting like an adult, you need to be able to solve problems, you need to be able to think on your feet, you need to be able to possess like some level of knowledge. You need to be competent. You need to be respectful. And that goes for teachers as well, especially when it comes to their students. They need to act like an adult in front of their students. You need to be mature, because that's what students see, and students are likely to see teachers as role models, and you need to be mature as a teacher so that your students have that positive influence. And then with advocacy, I was never really a part of a community in school, so I'm going to have to learn how to be a part of a community as a teacher. So I'm going to have to figure out how to reach out and be a part of my school's community. And then I feel like all 10 of the dispositions, teachers think about all 10 of them throughout their day. And some positive and negative. These dispositions. So a teacher is one of a student's most important role models as a young adult who is so impressionable and going through so much and trying to figure out who they are. Students see their teachers 5 out of the 7 days of the week, and for most weeks. So it's important that teachers reflect the characteristics that they would want their students to see, like to be kind, to be intelligent, to have a high expectation of everyone, to be respectful, to be fair, and to really show maturity that is needed in adulthood, because a student may not be getting this kind of positive influence anywhere else. So it's important for a teacher to demonstrate all 10 of these dispositions so that their students learn how to be similarly mature, and so that they not only find that nurturement, so not only that they're nurtured and they're loved and they find that love, but so that they can grow and prosper in the best way possible.